Hello, good people of the world. Thank you for joining me today. I usually welcome you to DSAB, but I've been thinking, how can I do a vlog on happiness and continue to talk about what divides us in this country? Everybody says that the way to heal a rift is for people to put it out in the open, to talk about it, open a discussion. I feel like the things that divide us in this country have been talked to death with very little action. No, I don't expect thousands of years of history to suddenly right itself and everybody, every person, race, color, creed, ethnicity, however you want to look at it, to suddenly sit down and start singing Kumbaya. But there's good news on the horizon. So here's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to let you know right now, whatever you did yesterday, whatever you did this morning, you did the right thing. You got up, you looked out your window, and you saw the world. And with everything that's going on in the world, all the good, the bad, the ugly, everything that's going on in the world, you saw something good. No matter how big or small it may have been, you found that one small piece or large piece of goodness that existed in the world. Now, let's do this. Let's do something for someone else. Let's bring them some good news. Yes, good news. When you get up in the morning and you have a chance to catch the news, whether it's in the morning, afternoon, even whenever you get a chance to catch the news, do you think to yourself, hey, let me watch the news and see what's good happening in the world? See, because it's been bred into us that we should tune into the news because we want to see all the horrors in the world. Nobody tunes into the news and says, hey, I want to see what's good. I want to feel good about the world. Let me watch the news. I want to feel better about myself. Let me watch the news. See, mainstream media has played a huge role into getting us addicted to wanting to see all the horrors in the world and wanting to see all the bad in the world. And then after an hour and a half of all the horrible stuff that's going on in the world, they will end the newscast with, hey, here's something to warm your heart. Well, I'm telling you right now, there's good news. There has always been good news. We just haven't been good about finding it. But you got to get out there, and sometimes you got to look for it yourself. And it may not be as obvious. It may not be as upfront as you think. But when you find that good news, when you get that one piece of good news that makes you feel good, that it might make you happy. You never know. But the thing about it is, good news is like a virus. It's just like happiness. When you get it, you want some more of it. And then, here's the great thing about it is, you want to give it to someone else. When was the last time, think about it. When was the last time you got a piece of good news? Doesn't matter how big or small it was. When was the last time you got some good news? Think about how it made you feel. And then you say, wow, I felt really good because I got some good news. It made me happy because I got some good news. But the main thing about that piece of good news that you got is you wanted to share it with someone else. And that's the good thing about it. You wanted to share it. And you were at your best and you were at your happiest when you're sharing good news, because it makes you feel good inside. It makes you happy. It makes you warm. It makes you open to all the possibilities that good news and happiness intertwined together can bring. And that's what it's all about. Try this out. There's a friend, a neighbor, family member, acquaintance that you haven't spoke to, and it seems like a long time ago. For whatever reason, call them up, visit them, however you want to communicate or however you choose to communicate with that individual, and tell them some good news. Yes, tell them some good news. Or you can just say hello. And that may be good news in itself, because you've reached out to someone you haven't talked to in a while. But the really good news, the secret behind the whole thing is, the good news is hearing your voice. Hearing the voice of someone that you haven't spoke to in a long time. Hearing the voice of someone that you have been meaning to call. Someone that you've been meaning to speak to. A relationship that you've been meaning to repair. See, oftentimes we experience that too late feeling. I meant to do it. I should have said. I could have. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Should have no place in this world when you have the then and now where you can actually go and say, hey. And that's all it is. Good news. I remember you. Good news. I just wanted to say hey. And it might feel a little weird, but it's also going to feel really good, because I know how good it feels when I talk to some of my friends that I haven't talked to in a while. I know how good it feels when I get a call out of the blue, or a text or whatever. A text is okay, but a voice is oh so much better. Don't be standing on the side one day saying, I wish I had her. So from this point on, good news. It's no secret. You just got to find it, just like everything else, and it takes a little bit of work. But the more you work at it, the less you work at it. Because after a while, good news, like happiness, will become second nature. It will become your nature. It will become whatever you need it to be to keep you moving forward. It's not going to be like this all the time, but you don't need it all the time. You just need it at the right time. And if you got it, when you need it, it'll show up. So, today, here's my piece of good news for you. I don't care what you believe. I don't care who you believe in. I don't care how you believe. My piece of good news to you is God loves you. No matter what. Good news. God loves you. Come back and see me for more good news. Down at the bottom, hit the like button. Share me. Someone may need some good news. Someone may be trying to figure out how to find some good news. But dadgummit, sometimes people just want some good news. See you next time.